All right, this is a bonus section. I don't expect you to know how to do this, but I wanted to go ahead and derive the quadratic formula, and we do that by completing the square and using the square root property, so it's kind of fun to see. So, friendly reminder that for our quadratic equations of the form ax squared plus bx plus c is 0, the quadratic formula is x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. But where did that come from? Okay, let's go ahead and derive it by completing the square. So if I have ax squared plus bx plus c is 0, the first step to completing the square is divide each side by a, because we don't know what a is, right? We're going to go ahead and divide everything by a. So I have x squared plus b over ax plus c over a is 0. The next thing I need to do is move our constant to one side of the equality symbol. So I have x squared plus b over ax is a negative ca. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my middle term divided by 2 squared. This left-hand side is going to factor perfectly to x squared, not x squared, to x plus b over 2a squared. And it's going to be equal to, let's go ahead, I've got negative c over a, I've got b squared over 4a squared, and I need to rewrite this right-hand side as one fraction. Well, how do I make a look like 4a squared? I multiply it by 4a on the top and the bottom. So I have x plus b over 2a squared is b squared, let's just move this one to the front, over 4a squared minus 4ac all over 4a squared. So we're kind of starting to see some of the pieces that we've seen before. So I have x plus b over 2a equals b squared minus 4ac all over 4a squared. And now I can solve this using the square root property. So I'm going to go ahead, never enough room, and take the square root of both sides. Okay? That gives me x plus b over 2a is the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over the square root of 4a squared, which is 2a. Okay, we're really, really close. Now I just need to move that x over. So let's take a look over here, change colors. So I have x is negative b over 2a, because I subtracted it from both sides, plus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So I have x is negative b plus this, or minus, right? Because when we take the square root, it's plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. There you go. So that's where the quadratic formula came from. I know most people don't like completing the square, but at least completing the square gave us a really nice formula that we can use to find the zeros of our quadratic functions, be they real, rational, irrational, or even complex.